Hey YouTube, welcome to the first ever video of Gypsy cooking. Today's recipe is going to be red chicken. Never made this before, but I seen someone on TikTok making it, so we're gonna make it together. Okay, what you're gonna need is chicken. This is salt on top of the chicken because I'm washing it really good. I'm just gonna rinse it, wash it really good so there's no salmonella. And it's about that size, okay? You're gonna need some peppers, celery, a large onion, 2 cans of tomato paste. Get more cans if you're making a bigger batch. Chicken broth. This is chili paya, or Anaheim chilies, as some people call them. A bag of asa, garlic powder, garlic, and chicken bouillon, and also your everyday seasoning, salt, pepper, all of the good stuff. Okay, we're gonna be cutting our onion. Okay, we're using our handy dandy chopper and just want to chop them. So simple. If you guys don't have this kind of chopper, then you guys need to go buy it. Okay, so we're gonna start by putting about 1/3 of oil, just like that. I would say about that much oil. In the video that I watched, it looked like they put way more than that, but we're trying to watch our cholesterol, so we're not gonna put that much. And then we're gonna put the chicken in. The chicken is washed, so okay, so we're gonna mix this around a little bit. Now I just want to show you guys, I have all of my seasonings and everything to the side because in the recipe I watched, it looks like they was layering all the flavors as they was going, so that's what we're gonna do. Putting in a little bit of garlic to begin with, and a little bit of peppers to get rid of the germs. I don't know, that's what the recipe said. Okay, so we're gonna let that cook a little bit. So we're just gonna start layering our seasoning. So we're gonna start with some salt, garlic powder, a good amount of that. I guess just season with your heart and as you go. We're gonna be putting a lot of paprika, about that much. And I would like to add a little bit of smoked paprika as well. It definitely just has a different flavor that I really like. We're also gonna add some black pepper. Now we're just gonna let that cook a little bit before adding everything else. But so far, this is what it looks like. Also gonna add a little bit of crushed red pepper. I forgot to add that in. So I did not make the chicken as big as the person did it in their video. I made them a little bit smaller. That's just how we like it. So if you want to make your chicken big, go for it. It already smells really good. Okay, now that it had a second to cook, we're gonna put half of the onion, more garlic, more peppers, and then all of the seasonings all over again. also going to be adding half of our chilies in there, like that. Okay, we're gonna let that cook. Okay, we're gonna be adding 2 packets of chicken bouillon. We're starting off with 2. I think that's all we're gonna put in there though. This looks like a small pot and that looks like a lot of chicken bouillon. So, we're going to add some more garlic, more onion, and more peppers. We're gonna get 2 small cans of tomato paste. Quick tip, if you open both sides of the paste, you can easily just push it out. This is my favorite hack ever. So easy. Okay, so we are going to be making the buffet now, or the gypsy dough, or gypsy bread, or however you call it. How do we call it, Mom?
Bokora.
Or bukara, whatever, however you call it. Okay, so you need to do about 3 cups of flour, right, Mom? Like 3 cups?
Yes. More of 4 because it's eggs.
Okay, 4 cups of flour. So I'm just using my spoon to measure. So I'm gonna do 4 of these. 3 and 4. Right? Is that enough? Okay, 4. How much cornstarch?
That's good. No, put some back. That's too much. Okay.
Okay, I would say that's about 3 tablespoons of cornstarch.
1 big.
1 big tablespoon of baking powder.
1 more. 2.
All right, 2. Just like that.
You gotta show the cans.
Yeah. And then about half a tablespoon of salt.
That's it.
Okay. We're gonna mix that, all the dry ingredients together. Okay, we're gonna scramble 3 eggs in a bowl and then put it in there. Make sure you scramble them like really good. I put a splash of water in the bowl to help with the scrambling. But we're also gonna be mixing it really good in the dough. But this is just easier. So that your dough doesn't taste like eggs, you wanna scramble it on the side.
If it doesn't get blended, put some more water.
Okay, so this is going to be very hard to mix, but you just want to keep on mixing until you get to like a thick consistency. I'll show you in a little bit.
Go ahead, until you're on the stack with the
Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of water, maybe about a half a cup. You want to add water in sparingly, so you don't over put water in it. You want to add a little bit at a time. Okay, so after mixing and mixing and mixing, this is the consistency you want. And it's gonna be hard to mix, but you gotta find strength because this is the consistency you want. It's stringy and it's thick. Anything thinner, it's not gonna work, and anything thicker, it's not gonna work. It has to be like this. This is what the food looks like so far. Looks and smells amazing. I'm just gonna keep letting that cook. Also have to add a little bit of chicken stock, not too much. Okay, for the cornmeal stuffing, I would say this is more like a cornbread. You want to put like a stick of butter, and also peppers, onions, garlic, all the good stuff. Oh, and celery. I gotta go chop that. Adding some celery into that mixture we just made. And we're going to be adding all of the same seasonings we add into the food. What? Okay. Switching over to voiceover, we're adding about a little bit less than half of the bag of masa. If you're making a bigger batch, then you're going to want to double the recipe. But I added just a little less than half. And I mixed that together. And it's going to get really clumpy and weird at first. But you want to add chicken stock to it. And you want to keep on adding the chicken stock. I would say I added about a cup of chicken stock. And I added about two and a half, maybe 3 cups of regular water. And you want to just keep mixing that until it gets to a thick consistency like this. This is when I added the water. And you kind of want to just let this sit on low and let it cook. So after this, I put it in the back, I put it on low, and I just let it cook until the food was done. Now I did add some mushrooms at the end of this. I just got mushrooms and cut them into 4s. I didn't add too much, but I believe just enough for the size of the pot that I was making. And yeah, so for the bocada stuffing dough, however you call it, everyone says different. You want to fry some oil, get some oil ready, get a little bit of that batter on the end of your spoon, and drop it in the oil. Now you let this fry until it gets golden brown. You want to get a bowl for them when they're ready on the side. Put cream cheese and butter, so when you put it on top, it will melt and go all over, and it will be delicious. So I'm going to give you guys my rating now. I just recorded my review on it, but I had to re-record it because I looked stupid. So, this food, tirimos, okay? Chicken is tender, spicy. This cornmeal thing, amazing. I loved everything about it. I give this food a solid 8 out of 10.